seen it? Raise your hand. The last lesson, personal video. Krish has seen. Okay, Amit has seen. Christina, Archie did not see. So see, that is the only thing. Otherwise, rest of the classes now I'll be taking on Zoom. And be careful, please, not to play the fool. So today we'll start our second lesson, though it must have been done by your teachers, whoever was teaching you earlier. That is Lost Spring. How many seasons are there? Just put your fingers like that. 5, 6, 4, 4. Harsh says 4. Okay, one is winters, one is rainy, one is summer, one is autumn, and one is spring. So I'll make it 5. Okay. And which is the best? If you want to answer, you can unmute for the time being. Which is the best season?
Spring.
Spring.
Spring season.
Yeah,
Spring
somebody
season.
said spring.
Spring season.
Good. Spring season is the best because this time you see that the trees have got new leaves. The trees have got flowers. The trees are blooming with flowers and green leaves and fresh leaves. तो कहते हैं कि this is the best season of our life. Same way, the best thing in your life is childhood. बचपन जो आप जीना नहीं चाह रहे हैं, पहले ही बढ़ना चाह रहे हैं, बड़े होके अभी से बढ़ गए. So same way in a human life, the childhood is the best scene. Okay, now my age, I am a horse looking after 3 people at home. Then sometimes we become dogs guarding the home. But childhood में ये होता है बेटा, कोई टेंशन नहीं. We are free. Okay, आप लोग free नहीं है क्योंकि you have got a class 12 boards. It's a very tough work for you. Plus you are missing your school. तो एक तरीके से बचपन is the best part of our life. Now the title says Lost Spring. तो इसका डायरेक्ट मीनिंग ये है कि स्प्रिंग को कंपेयर किया गया है चाइल्डहुड से, बचपन से. जैसे स्प्रिंग सीजन इज द बेस्ट, सेम वे चाइल्डहुड इज द बेस्ट ऑफ ह्यूमन लाइफ. सो इट सेज लॉस्ट स्प्रिंग मींस द चिल्ड्रन have lost their childhood. You are lucky enough born into very good families. कभी बर्थडे होता है, सेलिब्रेशंस हैं, पार्टीज हैं, न्यू ड्रेस, बढ़िया टीवी, lavish AC, a good house at home. But you may have seen many small children picking up garbage. कूड़ा बिनते हैं, rag pickers, because they don't have this education, they don't have this facility. तो एक तरीके से बेटा उनका बचपन खो गया है. यानी जिस समय वो आप लोग की तरह होने चाहिए थे, वो भिखारियों की जिंदगी जी रहे हैं. तो कहीं ना कहीं उनका बचपन खो गया है. They are not able to enjoy what you all are enjoying: a good education, good family, good house, good food, good clothes. They are not getting that. These days mango season is going on, right? Everybody must be eating at least 4 to 5 mangoes every day. Even I eat. But these children, when we are buying these things, they are looking at us. कि हमें देखते हैं कि हमारे पास बेटा 100 रुपए के 2 किलो खरीदने के पैसे हैं. But if these children purchase 100 rupees 2 kg mangoes, then they will not survive. So they have to do different menial works, called very small works like rag picking. Some are working in the shops, some are working in the dhabas. And when we go there, they treat you. The dhaba, they bring food for you. तो उनको कहीं लगता होगा जब आप लोग टेबल में बैठे हैं, सामने बहुत बढ़िया डिशेस पड़ी हैं, you all are enjoying the party, and that child must be feeling, काश मैं भी. So whenever we feel this title is a very huge one, telling lost childhood. So there are 2 stories. I'll do one today, and the remaining story I'll do next time. Amit, don't worry about your hairstyle. It is very good. ज़्यादा बाल बनाने की जरूरत नहीं है, अच्छे लग रहे हैं. Okay, so in this story there is one boy called Sahib. Sahib, and the chapter starts with the one nice line. Sometimes I find a rupee in the garbage. Now, do you think anybody searches the garbage, कूड़े का टिन को ढूंढता है 1 रुपए ढूंढने के लिए? Nobody. What he's trying to mean, sometimes I find a 1 rupee in the garbage means sometimes we get so much garbage that when we sell it, it comes to 1 rupee. Otherwise, nobody searches 1 rupee in the kooda. Okay, nobody knows इसमें 1 रुपया होगा. And this author, Anis Jung, she happens to meet this boy. And she asks, why don't you go to school? And he says, ma'am, there is no school close to my house. Then she asked, where are you from? He says, I'm from Bangladesh. Over there, we had a nice house, nice farming, nice agriculture. And one storm took place. एक तूफान आया and everything got destroyed and they had nothing to do. So they came to Delhi and they started picking rags. कबाड़ बिनने. अब एक storm आया, तूफान. अब बेटा एक तूफान आया तो तूफान का मतलब भी सोचो, मतलब घर भी गया, जमीन भी गई. ऐसा कौन सा तूफान होगा? I said storm. One tufan came, a storm came, and everything got finished. Now I don't think so. कोई भी तूफान घर उड़ा सकता है, चलो घर भी गिरा देगा, जमीन तो नहीं खत्म कर सकता ना. So I'll tell you what that storm is afterwards when the lesson progresses. So she asks, why don't you go to school? And this boy says, I don't go to school because there is no school in my neighborhood. And the author says कि अगर मैं स्कूल बनाऊंगी, if I make a school, will you join it? Yes, ma'am, sure, I will come. And after a few days, this boy came running and saw this author, and he asked a very nice question, ma'am, have you opened your school? And this author felt very sad. That day I told this boy, if I open a school, will you come? Now this boy is asking, ma'am, is the school opened? So then she felt कि कभी ऐसा कोई वादा किसी से नहीं करना चाहिए जो पूरा ना कर सके. Because उसने that day मजे मजे में कह दिया, if I open a school, you'll come. उसने भी कह दिया yes. Now he is questioning the author, have you opened your school? So she felt sad. Then she asked him, what is your full name? And he said, my full name is Sahibe Alam. And the next question was the best question of the author. Do you know the meaning of this name? And this boy, because he is not educated, he said, no, ma'am. Author felt happy or sad? What did the author feel? Happy or sad?
Or sad?
Happy. Happy.
Happy.
Happy because लॉर्ड ऑफ द यूनिवर्स, ब्रह्मांड का भगवान, और भगवान है मगर काम क्या करता है? रैग पिकिंग. सो नेम सेज यू आर द लॉर्ड ऑफ द यूनिवर्स, बट द वर्क विच यू आर डूइंग इज द वर्स्ट, कूड़ा बिनना. तो कहीं ना कहीं इट्स अ कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी स्टेटमेंट. So author was very happy. Thank God this boy does not know the meaning of his name. Otherwise, how bad he would have felt. My name means Lord of the Universe, but I am doing so petty work. And then slowly, then somebody is chatting over there. Please don't chat. Chatting हो रही है बेटा, मैं फिर पकड़ूंगा, फिर बता रहा हूं मैं आपको. शफूरा, don't chat please. Rajvansh, video on. So now the next, after that few days, फिर कुछ बच्चे मिले, and the author saw that they were not wearing slippers or shoes. They were barefoot. So the author asked, why aren't you wearing slippers? And this children replied, ma'am, I don't like wearing slippers. One said, ma'am, my mother did not put it down from the almirah. One said, I like shoes. But actually, beta, hakikat ye hai that they were not having these slippers and shoes. So They were trying to hide answers. Now, there are Punjabi students in this class. I hope many Punjabis are there. And I see many Punjabi people walking to the Gurdwara barefoot, nange pair. Now remember, this does not mean poverty. ये धर्म है. बहुत से हिंदू लोग मंदिर में जाते हैं जूते उतार के. अब अंदर में आपको नंगे पैर देखता हूं तो इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि आप गरीब हैं. So over here religion is coming. But these children, it is not religion, it is poverty, garibi. And then this author goes back and she remembers once she had gone to one temple in Udupi, Karnataka. Now, Udupi is my in-laws' place. She had gone there, and in the temple, the pujari was praying to God, give me a pair of shoes. Kash ek jodi juta mil jaye. And she heard that prayer, she felt very sad. And when she went back once again to Udupi after many years, she saw that the pujari or the pandit, he was having shoes. His child was also having shoes, a nice school bag. So she felt very happy. Thank God that God listened and at least gave this new pandit and his child shoes to wear. Then slowly, this author and this boy, they became very acquainted to each other. They started knowing each other. And one day the author said, take me to your place. Apni jagah le jao, apne ghar. And this boy took her to a place called Simapuri. Simapuri, it's in the neighbor of Delhi. And when she entered there, she saw dirty drains, dirty floor, dirty roads, all the animal stuff where animals are sitting, dogs are sitting, very stingy or unbuilt houses, toote-foote makan. And she saw that near about 20,000 people were living there. 20,000 people were living there, and they all had come from Bangladesh. Now the question I told you in the beginning was a storm. And in the book, if you have your literature book and when you go through the lesson, in the book you'll have a date somewhere called 1971. So 1971, there was war between Pakistan and Bangladesh. And who supported Bangladesh? India.
India?
Yeah, India supported Bangladesh to get independence. And that time, लड़ाई में बेटा बॉम्ब होते हैं, फाइटर प्लेन्स होते हैं, कुछ ना कुछ गिरा देते हैं, ग्रेनेड्स हैं, this and that. So that is how this child lost his fields and his house in that storm. That is Tufan, war. And that time India opened the doors for Bangladeshi people to come. You must be seeing Ichha mein, there is one Bengali colony. Your Aya Didi is working in the school. All have come from Bangladesh that time. Because that time they were refugees. So India allowed them to come. So finally, she asked those people over there. She talked to some of the people and she said, how do you all live? And these people said, कि हमारे पास राशन कार्ड नहीं है, we don't have Aadhaar card, we don't have identity card, we don't have anything like this. But at the end, we have garbage. And when we sell this garbage, we earn our bread. We are not worried about our roof leaking. छत से पानी टपकता है, उसकी चिंता नहीं है. But we are only worried about food. And food we get by rag. And the people told, what is packed for you is gold for these people. आप लोग, you all buy shoes, it comes in a box, right? Box you wear and shoes you throw. ऐसे ही करते हैं? Box पहनते हैं और shoes फेंक देते हैं. नहीं? Who's saying no?
Who's saying no?
I am saying.
Okay, good.
Usually what we do is we wear the shoes and throw that box. वो box बेटा इन बच्चों के लिए gold होता है. क्योंकि वो डब्बा बिकेगा. Same way you all are fond of cold drinks which come in plastic bottles. You buy the cold drink, you drink the bottle and throw the cold drink, right? ऐसे ही होता है, मतलब बोतल पी लेते हैं
नो
और
सर।
फेंक देते हैं. तनुजा मुस्कुरा रही है. Tanuja is smiling.
Sir, I don't like cold drink.
You don't like cold drink. Who's that? You can take anything. For example, it could be a lime juice. We drink the glass and we throw the lime juice, right? चाय पीते नहीं है, कप पीते हैं, चाय फेंक देते हैं. उल्टा होता है बेटा. We drink the cold drink and we throw the plastic bottle. See, and this plastic becomes gold for this boy, क्योंकि plastic बिकता है. So he says, what is fact and wonder for the rich people, it is gold for us. Like I purchased one TV recently. उसके साथ बहुत बड़ा गत्ता है, box. Now a cartoon which is called. Now if I sell that, that will give me also somewhere about 40 to 50 rupees. We also sell kabad. And maybe sometimes the kabadi wala which comes to your home is a small, your age only, 17, 16, 18. So they have lost their childhood. And moving on with the lesson, one day the author sees this boy standing in the gate of the park. Like I have my park close to my house. And this boy was watching something inside the park. And this boy, and she asked, what are you doing? And this boy replied, ma'am, inside somebody is playing lawn tennis. You know lawn tennis? With the ball and racket, not a TT wala nahi, lawn tennis. And two people are playing and I like this game. So I'm watching, but I know I cannot play this game. मैं कभी ये game नहीं खेल पाऊंगा. Because I don't have the sadhan. But the rackets of lawn tennis, if you purchase, are very costly. If you purchase wooden ones and all, very cheap होते हैं, but टूट जाते हैं बहुत जल्दी. You need a Costco ball for that. So racket is very costly, and this boy cannot buy it. But he says this guard inside this place is a very good man. Sometimes he allows me to use the swings, झूले. उनमें झूला झूलने देता है, और बाकी मैं कुछ नहीं कर पाऊंगा. I know. And then this author sees today this boy was wearing nice sports shoes. नए बिल्कुल sports shoes पहने. And she asked Sahib, today you're wearing shoes. How come? And he says, ma'am, I was passed by one house and somebody threw these shoes. See, they फेंके बाहर. And when I saw those shoes, it had a hole underneath. So it was rejected by the rich person and it was taken by him. And he says, these are tennis shoes. And he says a very nice line, ma'am, in my life, I will not be able to play tennis, but I will at least be appreciated. I have worn tennis shoes. मतलब जूते तो पहन लिए कम से, गेम कभी नहीं खेल पाऊंगा. Then few days के बाद, as we come to the nearly the end of chapter, the author sees that this boy today is carrying steel cans, or Hindi we call it kanastar. You must be knowing mustard oil. It used to come in box like tins, and he's carrying 2 tins. And this author asked, "Arey Sahib, today you have got lots of kabad or rags or these tins. Today you will earn good money." But he says, "Ma'am, I have left rag picking. मैंने कबाड़ बिनना छोड़ दिया है. And now I am working in a tea stall for 800 rupees and 3 meals. 3 time का खाना और 800 रुपए. And these steel canisters, I am going to bring milk for my shop." So अब उसने काम, who's using that? Somebody is again abusing. Anyway, I've got this recording. I'll see, and by evening I'll come to know who's doing that. So the next question after this was, the author asked this boy, "Do you like your new job?" What could be the reply? Hmm? Do you like your new job? What reply would it be? Can anybody tell me? Unmute कर लो थोड़ी देर के लिए.
No.
Hmm. No.
No.
Who said no?
No. No.
Who said no? If you are
No.
saying no, then you have to give the answer also. Who said?
Sir,
Sir, yes.
no.
Sir, no.
Just
Yes.
tell me why no.
सर क्योंकि उसे काम करना ही पड़ जा रहा था रोज.
Okay. Now see, he says
अगर वो नहीं भी
no.
करना.
Very nice answer to it, Muskan, as he tried. No is the correct answer. He did not like the new job, but there is a reason.
freedom
Because earlier, beta, he was the master of his own destiny. जब मर्जी कबाड़ बिनना है, जब मर्जी कूड़ा बिनना है, रेस्ट करना है, रेस्ट कर लिया. But now he is the master of somebody's destiny. The shop owner will tell him, sit, stand, eat, get milk, wash the utensils. So now he was under somebody, means he could not live his own life. Earlier his life was his own. He was enjoying his life, child, not enjoying like you all, but at least he was happy and content because it was his own. So he says, my bags were lighter than this. The steel canisters are heavy because it is somebody else. But those rack bags, so kabal ke jo bags, they are mine. So I don't like this job. And he doesn't answer the word no, but his eyes tell. His eyes tell that he is trying to say something. When we are very emotional, sometimes we have a wet eyes. Means we are trying to convey something, and the person comes. There are two times we have this. Either you are too happy, or you are too sad. So we don't cry basically. A little bit waterish our eyes become. So same way his eyes were telling that, ma'am, I don't like this job because earlier rat picking was my own, but now I am under somebody and I have to listen to him all the 3 times. Only when he will tell to eat food, he will eat. Only when he will tell to have lunch, then he will have lunch. But plate serve karo, ye karo, wo karo. Now he has to listen to somebody. So with that, this part of the lesson ends because now he is not the master of his destiny. All the theme of this lesson is that this boy did not get what you all have got. If you happen to purchase a lawn tennis racket, many of you will be able to buy. If you want to play, many of you can play also. If you want to buy some sports shoes, you can buy slippers, this. So all these things were excluded or eluded from this boy. He was not getting this. Though he was enjoying his life in his own way. It means इंसान है. उनके लिए लाइफ वही है बेटा. आप लोग को अभी you are sitting here and suddenly somebody, your parents tell you, जाओ बेटा कबाड़ बनना शुरू करो. You will not be able to enjoy because your work is good child. So unless and until we live our own lives, so like somebody is chatting over there and abusing once again, that means they are not interested in whatever the teacher has told. So they are better. They are the ones who have lost their childhood. जो इतनी गंदी गंदी गालियां दे सकते हैं, यानी उनका बचपन खत्म हो गया है. So they have lost indirectly. So ultimately, this lesson has a very nice meaning that this boy happens to not enjoy the rights like you. And next time when I take the class, a similar story about Mukesh is there, and he's also into this group who has lost his childhood and he's forced to do some work. So I hope all have understood the lesson. If you have understood, please raise your hand. Okay, very good. In case any questions are there, now please unmute yourself and you can ask any questions. किसी को भी कोई question पूछना है? I know nobody will ask. At the end, when the class is over, no, you will meet each other and then say कुछ समझ में नहीं आया. Anubhav is smiling. Good. You should smile. टेक योर स्टडीज बेटा इन अ स्माइलिंग वे. ये एक आपकी जिंदगी का हिस्सा है. Next year onwards, all of you will be in colleges and all. You'll miss the school life, and luckily you are missing school life this year also. Everybody had good dreams. Nice farewell होगा, ये होगा, मस्ती करेंगे class में. Education department is saying the school will not open, so I think your farewell will also be on Zoom. Archie is tense. Archie बहुत tense हो गई है farewell सुनते ही. तो जूम में लेंगे फेयरवेल, कोई बात नहीं, मगर उन बच्चों की नहीं लेंगे जो ये गाली गलौज करते हैं बेटा. सीधी बात तो ये, they spoil the decorum of the class. We are not able to find out who is there. Some are using unidentified identities. किसी ने नाम बदल के रखा हुआ है. Maybe some outsider has joined. Some of you will be there in this group who has messages. Somebody else. बहुत सी चीजें हैं बेटा.
किसी का माइक ऑन है.
वो चाहिए ना मैम.
सर साउंड नहीं आ रहा. कलश कौन है?
ऑर्डर कर दे.
Sir, please mute all.
Kalash and Vansh, I can see you all. So ultimately, enjoy your childhood. इसको एक पार्ट समझो लाइफ का. तो class is not so possible because एक अब मैं कह रहा हूँ म्यूट कर लो, मिनटों में रात से पता चल गया ना.
देखा हुआ लग रहा है.
Who is this Kalash? बेटा पिटेगा मेरे हाथ से, बता दिया मैंने. So बेटा enjoy your days. लॉकडाउन चल रहा है, घर के अंदर बैठना है. Even we are bored, you are bored. बच्चे यही पूछते रहते हैं कब स्कूल खुलेगा. So don't expect the school to open at least till November, December. क्लास लेफ्ट. अभी भी क्लास बची है कोई?
No, sir.
In case you have any problem with this lesson, you can my number. I hope you all have my number. उसमें आप मैसेज डाल दीजिएगा, questions or queries, and I'll respond to it in the WhatsApp itself. Okay? So have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, beta.
Bye, sir.
Bye sir.
Bye, sir. Bye, everyone. Have a nice day. Amit, namaskar.
Bye sir. Bye.
Okay, beta.